Good afternoon, St. Michael's.
Good afternoon,
And good afternoon to parents and all members of our school community watching from home. Welcome to our 9th Off by Heart Poetry Festival. This year promises to be another positively perfect poetic event.
Yes, we have some fabulous poetry to share with you this afternoon. Each class has been busy practicing this week and all are eager to share their learning with you this afternoon. We also have some excellent poetry from the Japanese department. We sincerely hope that you enjoy the variety of the recitals today. So sit back and please enjoy the show.
Let's start with Miss Lang's Year 5 and 6 Japanese language learners. This poem is called Jigemu. Take it away, Miss Lang's group.
Good afternoon, parents and teachers. 3 TFL Year 5 and 6 students present to you Jigemu. Jigen is a story from Rakugo, a traditional comic storytelling. Rakugo was invented as early as the 10th century by Buddhist monks who were looking for a way to make their morning sermons more interesting. In this tale, a couple could not think of a suitable name for their newborn baby boy. The couple could not decide which name they preferred and therefore gave the baby all the names they wanted for the boy. One day, Jigem was going to the fire with a friend, and the friend suffered a large bump on his head. He went to Jigem's parents, crying, but due to the amount of time it took to recite his name, the bump on his head disappeared. I hope that you will all enjoy our Rakugo.
昔々、夫婦の家に男の赤ちゃん生まれたよ。子供が長生きできるよ。素敵な名前を考えた。
ジュゲムはどうだ？限りない幸せ意味する言葉だよ。
それや五行のすり切れはとっても長い時間だわ。
いやいや、カイジャリ水道だな。風がたくさん縁起がいい。
きっとも決まらず困りあって結局全部つけてみた。
ジュゲム、五行のすり切れ、カイジャリ水魚の水魚松、うね松、ふら松、訓練ところに住むところ、やぶら工事のぶら工事、パイプ、修理官のグーリンダイのポップピーのポップナーの長久名の長生。
子供はすくすく成長し、わんぱく小僧になったんです。毎日月間バカにして、とうとう友達にさせた。
おばちゃん聞いてよ、ひどいんだ。
ジュゲム、五行のすり切れ、カイジャリ水魚の水魚松、うね松、ふれ松、訓練のところに住むところ、やぶら工事のぶら工事、パイプの修理官のグーリンダイのポンポクリンのポンポクランの長久名の長介。
君が頭にげんこつしたんだよ。
お母さんは大慌て。それは大変。ちょっとお前さん聞いとくれ。
ジュゲム、五行のすり切れ、カイジャリ水魚の水魚松、うね松、ふれ松、訓練のところに住むところ、やぶら工事、パイプの修理官のグーリンダイのポンポクビーのポンポクナンの長久名の長介
がお友達に怪我をさせたらしいのよ。
何？うちの？
ジュゲム、五行のすり切れ、カイジャリ水魚の水魚松、うね松、ふれ松、訓練のところに住むところ、やぶら工事のぶら工事、パイプの修理官のグーリンダイのポンポクビーのポンポクナンの長久名の長介
がお友達に怪我をさせただと。
あらあら、うちの
ジュゲム、五行のすり切れ、カイジャリ水魚の水魚松、うね松、ふれ松、訓練のところに住むところ、やぶら工事のぶら工事、パイプの修理
んまり長いんで観光はぶつかり消えちゃった。
To Miss Lat and the children for their wonderful poems.
Our first class poem comes from Year 4. Their poem, written by Lewis Carroll, is called the Jabberwock. So get your vorpal swords at the ready, because there's a monster on the way.
Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll.
Was brilliant and the slightly cold, the gyre and gimble in the way. Oh, Mindy were the burgos, and mole rats outbreak. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jump of bird and shot, the furious thunder snatch. He took his vocal sword in hand, long time the handsome dream he saw. So rested he by the tom-tom tree, and stood up and thought. And as in up his thoughts he slipped the Jabberwock, with iron clinking, ripping through the toady wood, and burble as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the vocal brain went snake-bone snap. He left it dead, and with his head, he went galumphing back. And as they'll say the Jabberwock, come around, come Beak exposed, come this bit, joy. Was thrilling and the slightly cold, big gyre and gimble in the way. Oh, Mindy were the burgos, and mole rats outbreak.
And hast thou slain the Jabberwock, therefore? Good, thank you very much indeed, because I was going to go and hide behind those curtains for a minute there.
Our next poem is from Year 5. They will be performing Jack and the Beanstalk by Roald Dahl.
Jack and the Beanstalk by Roald Dahl. Jack's mother said,
With sturdy Brooke, go out and find some wealthy bloke who will buy our cow. Just say she's sound and worth at least £100. But don't you dare to let him know that she's as old as Billy-O.
Jack led the old brown cow away and came out later in the day and said,
Oh, Mumsy dear, guess what your clever little boy has got? I really don't know how, a super trade-in for a cow.
the mother said,
You little creep! I'll bet you sold her much too cheap. When Jack produced one lousy bean, his sorrow mother turned green. But high up in the air and cried, I'm absolutely stupefied! You crazy boy! Do you really mean you sold her Daisy for a bean?
She snatched the bean. She yelled.
You jumped and flung it on the rubbish dump.
Then summoning up all her power,
She chased the boy for half an hour.
using
and nothing could be meaner.
The handle of the vacuum cleaner.
At 10 p.m. or thereabout, the little bean began to sprout. By morning, it had grown so tall, you couldn't see the top at all.
Young Jack cried,
Mom, admit it now. It's better
of the mighty beam.
A puppy went without a stop.
But just as he was near the top,
A ghastly, frightening thing occurred.
not far above his head he heard
A big thing was a rumbling thing.
the made a very heaven ring.
It shouted loud. Beak! Fly! Go! Fall! Smell of blood of an Englishman.
Jack was frightened,
Jack was quick
and down he got in half a stick.
Oh, Mom, he gasped. Believe me, there's something nasty up our tree. I saw it, Mom. My gizzard froze to giant with a curved nose.
A clever nose.
His mother hissed.
You must be going round a twist.
They smelled me out. I swear it, Mom. They said they smelled an Englishman. The mother said.
And well they might. I told you every single night to take a bath because you smell. But would you do it? Would you help? You even made your mother shrink because of your unholy stink.
Jack answered. But if you're so clean, why don't you climb the crazy bean? The mother cried.
My God, I will. Just slap him in the old dog's tail.
She hid the skirt above her knee and disappeared right up the tree. Now would the giant smell his mom? Jack listened for the people from. He gazed aloft. He wondered when the dreaded words would come. And then, from somewhere high above the ground, there came a frightful crunching sound. He heard the giant mutter twice. My gusto tasted very nice. Although, and missing grumpy toes, I wish there weren't so many bones. By Christopher! Jack cried! My gum! The giant's eaten on my mom. They smell her out. She's in a valley. I had a hunch that she was smelly. Jack stood there gazing longingly upon the huge and golden tree. He murmured softly.
Golly gosh, I guess I have to take a wash if I'm going to climb this tree without this giant smelling me. In fact, the bab's my only hope.
He rushed in the ground and grabbed the soap. He scrubbed his body everywhere. He even washed and rinsed his hair. He did his teeth, he blew his nose, and went out smelling like a rose. Once more he climbed the mighty beam. The giant sat there, gross, obscene, muttering from vicious teeth, while Jack sat tensely just beneath, muttering loud, "Beak! Fly! Go! Fall!" Right now, I can't smell anyone. Jack waited till the giant said, then out along the boughs he crept, and gathered so much gold, I swear, he was an instant millionaire. A bath, he said, doesn't seem to pay. I'm going to have one every day.
Bravissimo. Bravissimo, year 5. My goodness, that tasted very nice, didn't it?
Golly gosh, yes. Well done. Fee, year 5, faux fum. That giant was a really nasty piece of work. Our next class to perform is year 6 and is entitled The Highwayman by Alfred Noyes.
Year 6 will now recite The Highwayman
By Alfred Noyes.
The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor. And the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. Over the cobbled And dark in the dark old inn yard, a stable wicket creaked, where Tim the ostler listened. His face was white and peaked. His eyes were hollow from madness. His hair was moldy hay. Ew. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's resident daughter. Down the dog he listened, and he heard the robber say, "One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, and ask our prize tonight. But I shall be back with the yellow boat before the morning light. Yet if they press me sharply and harry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight. Watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though else to bar the way." He did not come in the dawning. He did not come at noon. And out of the tawny sunset, before the rise of the moon, there rode was the gypsy's ribbon, looping the purple moor. A red cloak troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the old inn door. They sent no word to the landlord. They drank his ale instead. But they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed. Two of them knelt at their casement, with muskets at their side. There was death at every window, and hell at one dark window. For Bess could see through her casement the road that she would ride. She twisted her hands behind her, but all was not how good. She writhed her hands to her fingers, were wet with sweat or blood. She stretched and strained in the darkness, and the hours crawled by like years. Till now, on the stroke of midnight, cold, on the stroke of midnight, the tip of one finger touched it. The trigger at least was hers. Had they heard it, the horse hoofs ringing clear. In the distance, were they deaf that they did not hear? Down the ribbon of moonlight, over the brow of the hill, the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The redcoats looked to her priming. She stood up straight and still. In the frosty silence, in the echoing night, nearer he came and nearer. Her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment. She drew one last deep breath. Then her fingers moved in the moonlight. Her musket shattered the moonlight, shattered her breast in the moonlight, and warned him with her death. He turned, he spurred to the west. He did not know who stood, bound with her head over the musket, drenched with her own blood. Not till the dawn he heard it, and his face grew gray to hear. How Bess, the landlord's daughter, the landlord's black-eyed daughter, had watched for her love in the moonlight, and died in the darkness there. Back he strode like a madman, shrieking the curse in the sky. Ah! With the white road smoking behind him, his rapier brandished high. Left there were spurs in a golden noon. Wine red was his velvet coat, when he shot him down the highway, down like a dog on the highway. And he lay quite still on the highway, with a bunch of lace at his throat. And still on the winter's night they sing, when the wind is in the trees, when the moon is a ghostly galleon, tossed upon cloudy seas, when the road is a ribbon of moonlight, over the purple moor, a highwayman comes riding, 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 the highwayman comes riding, up to the old inn door, over the cobbles he clattered and clanked, into the darkened yard. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled to see to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, clutching a dark red love knot into her long black
I'm sure we won't forget about that performance, although I could be just a little biased.
So, over the cobbles we have clattered and climbed on our poetic journey. After our encounters with the Highwayman, Jack and the Giant, and his stinking mom, as well as the terrifying Jabberwock, it is now time to say goodbye. Thank you for coming to our Off by Heart Poetry Festival.
We hope you enjoyed listening to each of the different poems and can be inspired to read, enjoy, and perform some of your own.